Is your talking head video content boring? It just feels like it keeps droning on and on. People tune out quickly, your retention rate drops, and no one really wants to watch it? Well, we're going to give you 7 tips to make your talking head video content more engaging. Number 1, it's helpful to break up talking head content with call and response. That means the talking head person who's on camera will say something, and then you play a video clip or soundbite from something else.
I'll be back.
That helps break up the visual of what your audience is seeing, and it also changes the audio. They hear the voice of the talking head and then someone else, and it helps keep their attention.
Hold on to your butt.
For instance, we did a video on the 10 tips from Mr. Beast to podcasters. You can check it out above or in the description. And we played a clip from Mr. Beast, and then I commented on it. It feels something like this.
I would say just fail. Just a lot of people get analysis paralysis, and they'll just sit there and they'll plan their first video for 3 months. So stop sitting there and thinking for months and months on end.
That's why it's so important to avoid analysis paralysis when you're launching your show. So that kind of back and forth between video clips, news, sound bites will really help break up the content. Number 2 is pattern interruption, meaning if you just stayed on this one shot with a talking head the entire time, people are going to start to glaze over and tune out. So instead you can cut, zoom in, zoom out, use animations or other effects, and add B-roll on top of the talking head video to help keep that visual interest. Also, adding little sound effects and playing those other clips will help break up what your audience is hearing and keep their attention. An easy way to start is cutting your footage and then zooming in or punching in and then zooming back out, kind of like this. Now we're zoomed in and we can talk and it changes the pattern a little bit, and now we're zoomed back out and I can keep talking, and just that little visual difference will help keep viewers' engagement. Remember, if you're editing your footage and you're getting bored, then your audience and viewers are definitely going to be bored as well. Number 3, use animations and motion effects to emphasize the points of the talking head. If I was discussing the best mirrorless cameras and I mentioned the autofocus, the ISO, the aperture, and lens, having these bullet points come up as I'm speaking is another pattern interruption, and it gives the viewer something to grab a hold to as you're speaking. Anything different than just the talking head is going to help. You can also do full screen overlays with animations emphasizing the point, and you don't have to be a visual effects expert to do this. Tip number 4 is use templates. Motion VFX is a great resource where you can download animated lower thirds, bullet points, full screen animations, and transitions, and you can just use those in Adobe Premiere or Final Cut, and it will make your video more engaging. If you want to learn more about some of those animations, lower thirds, and templates, check out this video above or in the description. Number 5, use humor. Now, you don't have to be a stand-up comedian or being funny the entire time, but adding little bits of humor throughout the video can really help the viewer stay engaged. Even if your humor is super dry, your audience will appreciate it. For instance, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Remember, humor makes boring topics palatable and difficult topics digestible. Even if something is maybe not so exciting, it's a webinar for a business, a little bit of humor can go a long way. And if you have a difficult topic, like I've seen lots of astrophysicists and scientists on TikTok talking about some really complicated topics, but adding that little bit of humor actually helps the information be a little more digestible for the viewer. Tip number 6, add music to your talking head video. You can look at Epidemic Sound, Soundstripe, or ArtGrid. All of them have royalty-free stock music that you can use in your videos. When you're uploading those videos to YouTube though, and you've used some of that stock music, be careful with the licensing and how you need to attribute those music tracks so YouTube doesn't give you a copyright strike. Honestly, my personal favorite is Epidemic Sound because you can register your YouTube channel right in your account settings, and any music or sound effects you use from Epidemic Sound will automatically be approved by YouTube because of that connection. We'll put links to several different options for music down in the video description. Finally, number 7, make your talking head videos interesting by adding little Easter eggs, either visually or audio sound bites throughout the video. Do this regularly and your viewers know that they can look for certain things in your video, and they'll want to do that almost like a Where's Waldo game while they're watching your videos. They'll still hear what you're saying and they'll still stay engaged, but it just adds a little bit more interest into the video. Like, this is a Riverside video. You're on the Riverside channel right now. So did you notice the Riverside logo back there? So those are 7 ways to make your talking head content more engaging. If you need help recording that talking head content, I would recommend using Riverside. When you record with Riverside, you can record in up to 4K video quality. You get separate tracks for both you and remote guests, and you can even hold things like webinars and live virtual events all in Riverside, and you can put it all together with our Riverside editor. You get transcriptions in over 100 languages, powered by AI, and you can edit your content just by deleting words in the transcript. It's pretty cool. If you'd like to learn more about our Riverside editor, check out the video above or in the description, and subscribe to the Riverside channel. We can help you with lighting, choosing a camera, the best USB mics, and a ton more. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next video.